Hello, everyone. I'm Christine Mahoney, and I am going to show you more about embossing again today. It's become an addiction for me. It's so much fun. So I'm moving things around. Sorry about that. I just noticed I had to move the camera. I still have a shadow, but see if I can go up a little higher with it. Oopsie. Okay. So say hi so that I know you're here. I hate this shadow right here. I'm trying to figure out a way to get rid of it. Hi, Crystal. How are you? Hi, Tracy. Have you seen the other two embossing techniques? Yeah. Hi, Stephanie. How you doing? I'm trying to get, I don't know if I'm going to get rid of that shadow. Unless it's behind me, I don't know what to do. But then my head's in the way, you know? So it may have to stay like that. But I'll move my stuff around. Oh, thank you, Crystal. Yeah, I was having such a good reaction to it. I just kept wanting to do other things. And I'm so addicted to the embossing folders. Now I have 1 billion embossing folders way back to Sheena's a long time ago. And all the 3D, I have so many embossing folders. Now I'm only showing you a couple. Hello, guys. I'm only showing you a couple different folders, but you can do these techniques with any of your folders, you know, and it's just amazing. Now the ones that I'm showing you guys tonight, I've never seen this technique. These the one especially. So maybe you guys haven't either. Now, of course, I found a lot of stuff online, you know. Hi, Betsy. Hey, how you doing, honey? So I'm totally getting really addicted to these embossing folder techniques. There's so many. I thought that my part 3 was going to be putting all the cards backgrounds that I've made doing these embossing techniques. I thought I'd be able to make cards with them, but then I saw other techniques, so I just don't want to stop. Apparently, I'm just cutting some stuff we're going to use for today, and while I'm waiting for people to come on, so I can chat with you in the meantime. Looks like this is a good time, you guys. Gaz is going to be on right after me. So I'm only going to go an hour and a half, and then Gaz is going to be on. So you can go right over to his channel at Handcrafted by Gaz right when we're done here. I'll make sure that I'm done on time so that he can be on time, because I just added this on today. But he usually does it on Mondays, and I usually do it on. He usually does it on Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, and I usually do it on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. But I'm getting a little addicted, so eventually it'll probably be every day. No, but I'm not going to interfere with Gaz's times, because I love his lives too. So we don't want to mess with that, do we? So make sure you go over afterwards. Oh, thank you, Betsy. I'm glad you did. I mean, I can't believe how much people are loving it, which I can believe it, because they are great. But, you know, it's not, I found, you search online and you find a lot of ideas, and, of course, if I've never seen some of these ideas, I don't know if you guys have. And so I'm like, why not? So the second technique we're going to do is just like, I've never seen it before, I don't think, or maybe have. I think I have, but a long time ago. So I got that all set. I got this all set. So we'll see how this comes out. If we and what timing we're at, depending on if we do more or whatever. But let's see. Did I miss anything? Hi, Crystal. Hi, Stephanie. Hey, how are you? I am good. You're answering me. Okay. You answered me before I read it. That's good. You know I was going to ask. Did you get a lot of snow? My neighbor headed here, so I won't be watching all right now. Oh, okay. No, I mean, I have it posted on my Facebook page. We got maybe an inch or two, and I they put it on the news 2 different days in a row. My pictures or my video on the weather. But how did you get a lot, Stephanie, in New Jersey? Let's see. Hopefully, I like this time. This time frame is great. I'm gonna have to move that thing. I don't like that shadow. I don't like that. But we'll I'll perfect it someday, of course. This time is great because it's early yet. It's light out, and our clocks just changed this weekend, so we're actually 2 o'clock here. So Gaz would be going live in a half an hour from now at 2:30 my time. But since we changed clocks, it would have been 1:11 right now, but it's 2:11. So, but I like this in between time, and then I can also tell everybody to go see Gaz after here. So that's good. Okay, so I won't keep you guys much longer here because I want to get started. I want to be on time, like I said. So I'll do one thing. And here's a kiss for you, and a kiss for you, and a kiss for you. There's a kiss for everyone. I couldn't help it. The other day, you guys were talking about chocolate so much. I wanted to go to the store, and someone was talking about that chocolate orange and stuff. So I was going to go get it. And then when I finished my live and I looked out the window, it was snowing like crazy. And I said, I'm not going anywhere. So I didn't. And so then like a day passed, and I'm like thinking of chocolate a lot. So even though it's not good for me, I had to do it. So if you were here, I'd give you all a few, but you're not. So you know what's going to happen, right? I'm going to eat it for you. But the kiss and the thought is there, just so you know. Oh, I have them in the fridge. Now they're hard. All right. Let me finish chewing this, and then we'll get started. So we're going to do 2 different techniques today with embossing folders. And I think they're fantastic, so I hope you do too. The first one's pretty easy. And then the second one is a little more advanced. That's where that went. Okay. And oh no, I need that. Let's see. Gotcha. Putting them in the order I need them in. Okay, so no one else is talking right now, so I'll get started. So what we're going to do, I'm not going to show you what it's going to come out to be yet, because, that will ruin the surprise. So I'm going to use this embossing folder, which is the Vintage Butterflies. It really came out nice in the technique that I was going to do. So I love this, and I'm sure a lot of you have this. And if you don't, I'm sure you can find it somewhere online because everybody's always selling everything. So here's the folder. And so I'm going to use it in a minute. But first, I'm going to do a little bit of prep work first. All right, I'm going to use a scoring board. This one is by Stampin' Up, but you can use whatever one you have. And I have a piece of card that's 5x7, same size as the embossing folder. And I'm going to put it up against the edge and come down a little so that when I roll my embosser, I can start and roll it down, okay? So I'm going to do every ½ inch, starting at ½ inch. So see what I do? I roll it. This one's pulling up a little, so we're going to go all the way down and come all the way back. I'm going to do that every ½ inch. Oops, try to stay on the lines. And here we go. You could go really slow with it. I'm going fast, apparently. I'm going to come up a little so I could see what I'm doing. I didn't want my head in the way. You guys wonder what I'm doing? I just keep coming off. I'm going to do this again because I'm being sloppy and I don't like being sloppy. Let me cut a piece of paper. I mean, it would work fine with it, but I'm so picky that it doesn't hurt to do it again. All right, so I will use that one because I will use it. So put it up against the edge and just do it really slow so that you don't, make too many lines. I'm going to raise it a little bit. You guys can see what I'm doing so that I can see. There's that ½ inch. There's two sides to this ball tool. So let me see if that helps with the smaller. Anyone have any idea of what I'm doing? See, you got to go slow because you're putting like a dent into the paper and it's a flat surface otherwise, right? So you guys are, you don't know what I'm doing? All right. Anyone else there that's going to chat? Does anyone else know what's going on, what I'm doing? It's a surprise. every half inch. There, that went better than the last one. All right, so I'm just going back over them real fast, making sure the groove is in there. How is she? What is she doing? What am I doing? That I'm going to be using this in the embossing folder. All right. This is so cool. It isn't funny. Well, it is funny. Okay, so that part's done. There's grooves in here now. I'm going to move this out of the way. So, if you can see, there's the grooves. It's bad lighting. I think it's because it's light out still. There it is. All right. So we are going to do a little inking first, okay? So I want these to look like wooden planks, right? Oh. So I'm going to throw a little of this quick dry seal brown on it. Excuse me. And I'm just going to go light first because you can always go more. Right up. Try to start at the top and just use the tip of your. It's okay if there's imperfections because there is in wood. Right. I'm going to turn it and get the other side. The little extra stuff that comes off when you're doing that looks like a wood grain. Let me pull you in a little. How's that? So see that looks like a wood grain. This is what I do with when I teach painting classes with. We do it with a brush. And you could put a little bit extra into certain areas. Make it, oopsie, when you start at the middle, you'll see that groove. So be careful. It won't matter too much because we'll be embossing over it. So, whoop, but that's okay. It's a dent in the, actually it gives it extra character. Okay, so, all right, that's good. There, like a little extra. And so I did that again with the seal brown, quick dry. And then I'm going to use the quick dry Oasis and just put a little bit on it. I can always add more later. And we're just going to make it a little extra. Oh, look at that. It looks like it's weathered wood. See that? Just be careful and where you want to go with it. Really dirtying up, but that will wipe off. I do this all the time with painting, to be honest. That looks good, right? Okay. So after that, we're going to put it through the embossing machine. And so Here's the folder. And what I want to do is the opposite side again. So the side that's raised is going to push up into that side. So I want it this way. I want to use the opposite side. All right. So we're going to put it in this way. And we're going to throw it in. Oops, I'm too close. I don't want you to have a sneaky peek. That happened one other time too. Shut out. I got to be careful of that. Let me just make sure that none of the caps came off of my colors. No, they're all good. That's so funny. It just shoots out. One time, the other day, it shot out all over the floor. The old plates and everything went to the floor. I gotta be careful of that. I always forget. It's not the first thing on my mind. So my head has to be there. Okay, so for this, I'm done with that for now. Okay, so here, there's that. It's definitely embossed. Here's the other side, the raised side. See? I know there's a lot of shadow. This is the debossed side. All right. And so now we're going to put more ink on it. And we're going to use the Fryer Brown Quick Dry. If you're here, say hi. Okay, so I'm just going to rub it really gently across the top. This is a definite mixed media because I like all the colors in it. Dog keeps barking. Guys, can you hear him? It's my constant daily issue. Oh, I love this so much. If you want it to go down a little bit and just push a little harder where the butterfly is, but come on, what do you think of that? I love that it's even curved here. I want to keep it because it looks so good. So I could put more color on here, but I like how it looks. So that's my one technique. And I love it so much. I hope you guys do. Pretty cool, right? And that's inside. So that's my technique for that one. Okay, so you got to try it. Thank you, Betsy. Thank you, Tracy. I was wondering if anyone was still here. It looks like wooden planks, don't it? It really does. So I hope you guys try that. Make sure that you go to my Facebook page, Christine Mahoney Crafts, and try this and put it on the post that I'm going to picture these on, so that eventually we will have contests, but I want more than one person to put pictures on. So I want to get some participation going. So yeah, thank you. I love that too. Okay, the next one is going to take a little bit longer to do. It's 2:30. So we got an hour. We got a good amount of time. So for the next one, that one's done, and I'll show you the other ones that I have, that my samples. That was a different color, so but this was the one I did. Which one do you like the best? I think I like the one we just did. See, that's what I keep trying to tell everyone. The more you practice it, the more you'll try the more, you'll get better and better at it, and you'll like the different things that you do. So, so there's that. And then now for the one that I don't know if you have seen, but I have not seen it. The top one, the best. Thank you, Betsy. Yep, that's the one we just did. So and that's just because I've tried it a few times and then I perfected it. So, anyone have any questions so far? And can you guys hear the dog? Because I really apologize. That dog, my son must have went out. Let me check. Yep. He went out. So the dog barks. Okay. You're done with that one. And now we are moving on to something totally that might blow your mind. I think it did mine. Let's see. I'm going to readjust this. All right. I needed it to go a little up because we're going to need this. You're going to need to be able to see. So this next one, we're going to use embossing folders, but we're going to do something in a different way. And we're going to do it with two different folders so you can see the difference, and see what you think. So I need to put this mat down because we're going to do a little bit of ironing. Are we going to iron the embossing folder? No, we are going to use wax paper. So I have wax paper from this store right here. And, some wax paper has wax on both sides. And what I was going to do is just put one piece of paper, one piece of wax paper in, and do it from both sides. But since really I only feel wax on one side, I cut 2 sheets of paper so that we wax from both sides of the embossing folder. So I cut them out already, and I have the wax side facing up, and I have a wax piece facing down so that we get both impressions. All right. And we're going to run them through the embossing folder first, or the embossing machine first. This is a whole different technique. So pay attention. So I have this one done, and I have this one done. So they're from, I'll show you which folders. The daisy is wider, and I thought, all right, let's try it with a wider, because I tried a wider embossing, because I tried it with other ones, and it If it's too small, it's kind of mishy matchy, and I think sometimes the wax paper can move, so you got to be careful. So I did it with the Delightful Daisies Daisy Meadow from Crafter's Companion and the Sunflower Collection, the Sumptuous Sunflowers embossing folder. Okay. And so I have wax paper in the right direction, facing up and facing down in both of them. Okay. So I'm going to move them and I'm going to bring up the machine again. And I'm going to emboss both of them now. Just because it's easier to do it when it's all up here. So like when we iron, I'm going to do it all at the same time. This one didn't shoot across the room, but there's only two pieces of wax paper in it. So let me show you. All right. See it? The wax paper is done on both sides. All right. I'm going to move that to the side and do the other one. My daisy folder is getting bent up. Like it's going through its, I've been using it so much. And here's this one. There. Okay, we're done with that. Say hi if you haven't said hi, guys. Make sure you subscribe to my channel if you haven't. Follow and like me here. And if you push the bell for all notifications, you'll know when I go on live or put any videos on. And then make sure you follow me on Christine Mahoney Crafts on Facebook, because we will interact with the videos onto that page. Okay. And share the videos, because you have crafty friends. So share it. All right. So here's the wax is on this side and it's on the back. All right. So I can move that one off to the side. So what we're going to do is take two pieces of paper and sandwich this between both, because then it will wax on both sides. I'm going to do the same with the daisy one. All right. I'm going to bring up the iron. And if you feel like, I have gloss and this pad doesn't go through anything, and you don't have to leave it on for long. I have it on the highest setting on my iron. And all right, so here's the iron. Can you all see it? Yes, you can. Okay, I'm going to stand up for this. You don't want the paper to move, because then you'll get a smudgy, weird looking effect. The wax will move all over the place. So when you start it, keep it in line. If you feel like you're going to ruin your iron by this little piece of wax, then cover it with a piece of copy paper, but I don't care. So just iron it for a little bit of time till you feel like, after you do it once or twice, you'll know how long you have to leave it. I just do it for a minute, like a half a minute or so. I'm going to switch spots. See, I can see it coming through the paper. And it hits the other side, because wax paper on the inside is really thin. So I just want to make sure I get it all, because then you get the best impression. All right, it moved. So I don't want to do it any more than that, even if I didn't have it. Now, can you see? the wax came off and went on to. I want to make sure. Is it blurry? I don't know if you can see it. All right, it's on there. You can see it. I don't know if you guys can. All right, so that's one, and we'll do the other one, the daisy one. You'll see it when I start to ink it, that's for sure. Hi, Suzette. How are you? They're all really quiet today. I'm just waxing. I embossed wax paper, and now I'm transferring the wax to paper, to cardstock. You don't want to move the paper, the cardstock, because it will do weird things. All right, that time it moved. So I know usually then it's done too. There, I can see it. I don't know if you guys can. My camera doesn't show that I can see it, but it's there. I can see the impression. So I'm going to shut the iron off for now. I don't know. I think it will shut itself off. Power on. I don't know how to shut it off. It will shut off. All right, so these are just cooling. And I don't need the heating pad anymore. Unless we do another one, because I have one more ready to go if we have time. Kathy wrote, "Hi, Christine. I've subscribed and seen the other 2 videos on embossing and love them. Fun to watch you get so excited too when you surprise yourself too." I really was surprised on that one. That came out just insanely amazing. And I just didn't think, I didn't try it. Like, I'll show you. I know which one it is. This one, right? I was just so shocked with this one. It was insane. So if anyone hasn't seen it that comes on and watches this video, there's a part 1 and a part 2. And eventually there'll be a part 4 or 5, probably just 4, but who knows? I said that before, that I'll be putting all of these. I'll be making cards with all of these. So then you'll get to see what I do with them. So it's so funny. I know. I was very surprised with that. It just really was. So we have the 2 daisies here. And I don't know if you can see it. It really does look blurry. But like it's just the lighting for right now. But it's there. I was going toward the light, but that didn't work. Okay, so you'll see it in a minute for sure. And I guess we can do, which one do you want to do first? The daisies or the sunflowers? I'm going to let you guys decide. Which one do you want to see? Just let me know. I need interaction here. Daisy, Betsy. Oh, wow. Kathy said sunflowers. Tracy said daisy. 2 daisies. Guess what I'm eating a kiss. I took out a bunch of kisses at the beginning and said, here, these are all for you guys. But since I'm giving you all kisses. But since I really can't get them to you, you can pretend I did, and I'll eat them on your behalf. So that's what I'm doing. And you're enjoying them very much. Okay. So we have 2 daisies and 1 sunflower. Sorry, Kathy, no one else is interacting. So I will be doing the sunflowers. I know, Kathy. I know. I'm really nice like that. Kathy says, so kind of you. LOL. I'm a nice person. And I would do that any day of the week for you. So basically, what colors do you want to do the sunflowers in? I did them on my samples. I did them in blue. I did it in blues and pinks, but I can do any other color. I can do yellow. I can do whatever color you want. So if you guys want something special, just tell me. I'll give you a second to reply, and then I will just, if you guys don't, then I'll just put whatever color in I want. I like interaction though, because then you guys get to tell me what you want. And it's fun. It's almost like a video game. You can control it. I'm going to eat one more kiss on your behalf, and you guys tell me. But I need a couple colors. Pink. Oh, lilac. I can get a lilac. Lilac. Lilac? I can't say it. So tell me, do you want? Do I just mix it up, or do you want? Oh. Purple or lilac, yeah. Okay, how about this lavender from Frosty and Bright collection? I've never used it. This is one thing I have to say. Doing these lives are making me use my stuff. So that's a really good thing. Okay, we got pinks. I'm going to use pinks in the next one too. So I need a scissor. I know there's a spot where you just, right there, I think. Yeah, there we go. Did you know that? There's a spot that you can always rip it from. All right, so we have lilac. And I'm going to probably put it in the same spots as the other ones. Lavender is good. Isn't that the same? Lavender, lilac. It's all a light purple. And I have fuchsia. I have fuchsia. I have polar blue and frosted sea glass from the Frosty and Bright collection too. We'll go back to the fuchsia. Sorry, I had to. It's not that funny anymore. No, I'm just joking. I have plum jam. I have red and Chinese red and red berry. I have frozen lake. I have everything. So blue, yeah. So like a lavender and a blue. You like that? Sorry, I'm looking out the window. No, I do have a UPS package coming today. My dog just won't stop barking. Okay, we'll do these two for these two. And then we can do pink. How about pink and frosted sea glass for the other one? Something different. Sound good? Perfect. Okay, so let's move these to there for a minute. We'll start with the daisy. And so we'll do one and then the other. And you could see what one side does as opposed to the other side. I personally have a favorite side. Oh, it must be here because I hear it picking up. Oh, yes. It was in my driveway. I didn't see it. I have a U-shaped driveway. Pulled right through. It's the tags collection. Okay. So I want to get it. I don't want to leave it out, but I won't. Okay. So I'm going to use the lavender first. Oh, it's so pretty, isn't it? And I do have, I just need a paper towel. I'm going to wipe off this one. Do you guys use your dog, like your blending things on it, like on every color? I do. I don't separate them. I don't know. I should probably. Okay, so I'm going to dip into it. You want to get closer? There. Is it clear for you guys? My computer, my laptop never looks clear. Can you see? Can you guys see anything on this white card? Oh, okay. Yeah, I wasn't sure if you could or not. I can't see it on my screen, so I didn't think you could either. But like I said, that computer screen doesn't show as good as my. Okay, well, you'll see it in a second. Now, I always start off light, and then I know that I have to go darker. So we'll do it and see. One side of the embossing folder is better than the other. So we'll see what we see on this one. May not even come out good. Who knows? We'll find out. There we go. I just need more ink. See, that's what keeps happening to me. This is the wax that got put down. Oh, I went too close, probably. Let's do that. Can you see it? I'll pull it down a little. See that? That is so cool. And I'm going to do this one a little more. Can't see. Sometimes maybe I didn't iron enough on one side if you don't see it that good, but it all blends in nice. I'm going to take the other color and do the other ones. I'm just using the side of it because I don't want to contaminate it. And it's kind of not as dark, huh? But it's still a nice effect. I feel like I might throw on some from the other ink pad. Feels like it's not dark enough. Let me try something. I'll try the Oasis for a minute. Yeah. Which just wasn't dark enough, I think. So I'll cover that back up. I really have to clean that off at some point. And let's see if I can do that. Yeah, it's coming off. Because I went over the brown, remember? But it's still not. It's not transferring the brown on here. Now, I had one side that was a better view than the other. So we'll leave this one for a minute and I'll show you the other side because we'll get a better effect on this one. And I have to pay attention to know which side was which. See, now you can see one side's better than the other. See that? I mean, they may be just a little too light. That's why you had to come in a little darker. So that's why I changed my colors. Because look at how great. I mean, but then it is still true that one side comes out better than the other, no matter what. So. And then we won't touch those then because for some reason they're just not dark enough. And we'll go with the fuchsia. Remember, this is just wax from that wax paper. So if we didn't want to have like a raised edge, but we just wanted an effect in the background, that's when you would do something like what I just did, just for a different look. It's just a different technique, that's all. But I love it. See, it looks a little funky because of how the wax melts on it. So cool. And then if you wanted to splatter some water on it or whatever, can see that better. Definitely can see it better. Looks good. Thank you. Yeah. See, so that's just all from the wax that we melted on there from the wax paper. Did you guys know you could do that? It's a surprise to me. I know we did it on candles, and I'll do that technique sometime on my YouTube channel. But we can do the same thing on candles and heat the wax on. And I'm thinking if you did an embossing technique, check me out, and you emboss the wax paper like we just did, and then put that wax paper up against the candle. And then after it melted onto the candle, maybe color it in. I don't know. I'm going to try different things now because, sounds like fun. So there's that. So this side did not come out as good. And let me see if I threw in a little extra, if it will come out, if it will pop, but I don't think it will. Just maybe also that you could try one piece of wax paper in at a time instead of both sides at once. But check that out. Okay, so that's the one. And now we have the other one to do. Which side came out better? The embossed side? I know, I cannot. Kathy, I was hoping someone would not ask me that question. Which side is it? Don't know. So I cannot figure that out. I've done this, I don't know, several times already, and I couldn't figure it out. I have to do it one at a time so I can really try it. I'm thinking that it pushed more wax in. So let me think. If I'm thinking it's the debossed side that shows better because it's going to push in and that's going to be covered more than just the thin sides of this. Yep, that's what I'm thinking. So the deboss side has worked on all of my techniques this week. It's so funny because I love this card so much. It looks like weathered wood. It really does. And I teach painting classes with that weathered wood technique. Okay, so those two are done. And now we work on these. And we'll start with the underneath side because I think that is, I don't know. It's hard to see it. You guys can't see it like I can, but still. It makes sense. I don't know. Learn something new. Thank you, Betsy says. You're welcome, I say. So the dots are on here. That's the other side. So that's the back side. So I think that this is the emboss side, and this is the deep. I don't know. We'll do which one I think is the deboss side first, okay? Because I have that feeling. Okay, so let's use the same colors. We know they work, and I don't have to change my blending. All right, so we'll do the flowers in pink. How's that sound? So can you guys see okay? I have it zoomed in, but I can move it if I have to. Let's pull it down a little there. Okay. All right. So I'm going to do the pink in the middle. And I believe this is the other side, the back side, because it's very faint, but it's real cute. But so you have to use enough for it to work. If you just do it lightly, it won't show. So I had to learn that. Can you guys see it, or does it look like a big mush to you? Because I can see it. And I'll go with the Oasis on the other side and do all the rest of it. Some of it's going to look like it's purple because the two colors are mixed, which is nice. See, I love that. Love that look. Maybe I'll zoom out a little. See, the darker shows. So you don't want to use really faint colors on this. That is a lesson you can learn from me. Has to be dark, dark enough. I could try even like, a purple or something deeper. Look at that. You can definitely add, oh, I'm really going at it now. I'm pushing harder. Okay, so it's a smush technique. You can easily, you don't want to pounce it then in water because it will just, it's a flat piece of paper, really. You can splatter it with a little water. You don't see anything in the fuchsia? Oh, do you mean in the future? I wish I could turn on another light for you. See that? There you go. I'm trying to get it in for you. Sorry. Yeah, thank you. I'm glad you could see it better. I know this was a milder technique, but you can see it in person. So the camera is definitely messing us up a little bit. But I'm going a little bit more with the ink because I think when you put more ink on, you can see it better. And so I'm putting more pink on, and it's making it purplish, which is nice. And it's darkening it up. So I'll show you that. I like that look, though. It's like a mixed media, like try different things, see what works. But I would have never thought about putting wax paper on paper. Like I've seen it on candles, just not on. Yeah, it's just bad lighting, huh? Sorry about that. Okay, but you will see the next one because remember I said the next one is the one I saved for last. We're going to use the same colors, but I'm pretty sure you'll be able to see it a lot better on this. Oops. Let's see, which color do we want? We want pink. Pink for the flowers. We'll still do the same because I want you to see the difference. I'm going to try to get right in here. Okay. Magic. It's magic. Definitely the one side's better than the other. Now, I didn't even do that much yet. And look. Right? This lighting really stinks. Sorry. I'm not a professional as far as lighting and my cameras, but someday when I'm rich, this is the side to use all the time. So remember that when you figure out which side is the best side, and I believe it's the opposite side, the back side. The back side is the best. I believe so. So now you know I did it for you, and you don't ever have to figure it out. Just do one side. You don't have to do both unless you have really good wax paper. Maybe mine's just stinky wax paper. Who knows? But I'm sure that has something to do with it. But that's all I had here, and I wanted to try the technique. So you do use what you have, right? But now you see the difference anyway, and that's what I wanted you to do. Oh my gosh, I love this. so much. It is so different. And I'm going to take pictures of this and put it online, just on my Christine Mahoney Crafts on Facebook, so that you guys can really see what this looks like, because it looks so much better than what I'm seeing in that camera. So, okay. Get in the camera. See, that side is just totally, I got to wipe that down. Contamination. You can really go and put a bunch of different colors in if you wanted to. I'm just doing this for the demonstration so you guys can see what it looks like. It's like magic. Give this to your child and just have it wax up already and say, "Hey, color it up." And then they'll be like, "Oh." It's like one of those magic sheets. You know what I mean? You know, we had them. We got them from, I think, Spectrum Noir a long time ago. Color it in and then see what shows up. Right? That's kind of like how this is. Look at that. It is so different. It is definitely. That's why when I saw this online, I had to give it a try and try it my own way and see what worked. I tried it only once or a couple times before I went on today, just so I could have a play with it and see how. I had to do another. I was going to, like I said, just go to making the cards with the backgrounds I've done from Embossing Magic 1 and 2, but now we have a 3 because I had to try this and show you guys. So it's amazing. Did anyone ever try this technique before? Any of you guys? I never have. Wow. You could have done like the leaves in green or whatever, but I just wanted to do this up and see how it came out. The more you put on, the better it gets. And I thought, well, since it's wax, if you wipe it, that the parts that are on the white will come off, but it didn't. So it didn't. See, I thought it might. So at least I tried that for you guys too. Because, you would think. But see, the more you put on, the better it gets. What do you think? Love the blending of. All right, let's see what you guys wrote here. Isn't that cool? Look at that. Let's see, very nice. Something so different. Love the blending of colors too. That side is so much better. Yes, it is. And I told you guys that one side's always better than the other for this technique. This is a new technique for you, Tracy. Thanks for showing it to us. You're welcome. Kathy says, I love new ideas, but I'm not a thinking out of the box type person. But so you don't have to think about it now. I showed it to you. Now you can just do it. Lovely, very pretty, Betsy says. Looks fab. Thank you, you guys. Yes, isn't that amazing though? That was just with wax paper ironed onto the card. I love it. So it's 3:14 here. Gas starting in 15 minutes. So I don't think I have time to do this one last one. So I'm not going to. I think that I showed you guys a couple different techniques. If you have any questions, just ask me because we're going to go in just a second. And I hope you enjoyed these techniques. If I figure out any more techniques before I put these cards together, we'll be doing a part 4 or a part 5. But I love it. And so this was the before and the after. And you can see it just the opposite. And you can see the lines in here. You can, even though you can't on the screen. I can. It's just a fainter. See, I'm trying to see that. You can see it. But anyway. If you did it and you didn't like this side, you could always put a card here and you'll just have the background, mixed up in the background. So we did that. I'm going to keep the better one. We did that. We'll keep the better one. And we did that. Oh, gosh, I just don't know. I love it all. I could put all the other ones out that I did. Why don't I? Because then there's more to think about when you're making your own cards. Let's see. How do we do that? And get it all in the picture. Boom. Okay. So there's those. And then we have... may have to reach out some more. Yeah. These are my samples. Same thing. There. And a little bit of a mess here. There you go. I love it. I love the wood planks. You guys think it looks like wood planks? I do. Okay, Tracy, let's see. Kathy wrote, thank you, Christine. Love it. Thank you. You're welcome, Kathy. And Tracy wrote, you're going to have a ton of cards to make with all of those. I know. And it's going to be some live too, because I have to, you'll have to help me. You guys will have to help me design them. No, I'll come up with some stuff, and then maybe I'll have some interaction too. I love interaction. I love when you guys give me your ideas of what you want, because it makes it fun. And I know you can splatter these water ones with little water too, and have the water spots on it, which is really good as well, because it's more, more dimension, more mixed media-ish, you know what I mean? So I'm going to stay with the better side of these embossing folders from now on, at least with this wax paper, now that we know. And these came out pretty good. So we have a ton to do. But I mean, I'm not going to do like 3 cards from the same thing, I'll do 1 card from each technique or something, It'll be a long live otherwise. So, okay. Well, then I'm going to say goodbye for now. I'll probably definitely be on tomorrow. Not sure what time yet, but I'll post it on my Facebook page. So make sure you're following me on Christine Mahoney Crafts on Facebook. Make sure you like this video and subscribe if you haven't, and push the notification buttons for all, that bell, if you haven't already, so that you can be notified. Thank you guys. I'll see you tomorrow. All right. Bye-bye. Oh, make sure you go see Gaz on his live in 10 minutes. It's handcrafted by Gaz. So go find him and see what he has to show us. All right. I'll be there watching as well. All right. Take care, guys.